our culture is completely scientific and is completely created by aina. And then the cycles and everything in Hawaiian culture comes from engaging with aina. So when we got to be us in Hawaii, when we got to be Hawaiians in Hawaii, when Hawaiian practices are lived in Hawaii, it is the intrinsic. It's an important part. It plays a very important role in the natural ecosystem. So, because I always say this is one of the sicknesses that we are facing today, is because we're dominated by a particular scientific perspective of a particular people who saw their way and has demanded the whole world bow down to their way. You're in a colonized islands, you guys. I hope you don't. I have a feeling of this kind of speaking quiet. But this is always to remind ourselves that we're under colonized, with major colonization. A lot of us, even if you have just recently moved here, you might have come because your people were colonized. Yeah? And some of that colonization of different peoples happened, more recently, or some just longer ago. Yeah? So this time the world is crying out to everybody to remember back to a point of the teachings of how to listen to aina. No matter what aina you come from, it's about listening to the aina that you're at. And in that, Hawaiian culture is prominent and one of the best to follow. Why? Because it was taught by this land. You can look at all the navigation stories. Yes, we migrated here. Puna came on the Va'a long ago, thousands of years ago. And even some of the oldest logs at the Mo'olelo, everyone thinks we came from Tahiti. Well, yeah, we'll check with those stories and check with the Tahitians. Even they say when they got here, already had people here. So we are part of that. So if we are just, just another Polynesian race, how come we different? How come we different from our Tahitian relatives? How come we all different as different Polynesians? If we all came from the same place. Well, how come we're different? Because our aina is different. Culture is not simply a creation of man. Culture is the result of hundreds and thousands of years of influence of the aina onto the people. So it literally shapes us. Our people being, that's why, if I ask you what your ethnicity is, your background, your answers to me are land bases. Your responses are land-based. Because all of our kupuna at one point were intrinsic parts of the bases. So it's like, I'm a human being from Hawaii. I am Hawaiian. Because I'm in Hawaii. And my genetic makeup goes back to this soil. And the culture that I descend from was taught to us by these trees and by these mountains and by this water. The language I speak is influenced by the sounds of this land. So culture is all different cultures of the world, the cultures, indigenous cultures of places, are the instructions on how to live in a place and become part of it. Because right now the sickness that we're at is when we're in a time where we as a species have been taught to exclude ourselves in the measurement of nature. We're always going to, we're going to learn about the ecosystem today. And then we talk about the birds, we talk about the water, we talk about the forest, we talk about the plants and the fauna, and all these things. And we always forget to mention one particular species. We somehow always exclude ourselves from that conversation. What the? Hello? What is wrong? That is why we keep messing up. That's why we continue to build where we don't belong. We continue to extract more than we need. We continue to damage the ecosystems because we are not calculating ourselves into the effects of an ecosystem. Indigenous people, indigenous culture, native culture, whatever terminology you want, that is an intrinsic, I try to use that word, I keep messing up. Is an important, critical component to how the land survives. Because everything, like